Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 22 on the Xbox Series X. Let's continue with career mode and starting at the back of the grid for all the races. Assen is next and then KymiRing. I think these two races are going to be very, very difficult. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see how we get on. So Assen, as we checked last time, we know is already dry, which is good. Time to do warm-up and then the race. Okay, so race time. I was actually second quickest in morning warm-up, but I was only using power mapping 2 just to get a bit of practice in. So, and we were less than a tenth of a second off of Fabio's time. So, I don't know. I have to wait and see how we go. Medium. Let's do it. It's going to be very, very tough to get a good result here, though. Very tough. Right, we will want power mapping 3 for the start. Okay, we're away. Alright. Okay, we made up a few positions. Excuse me, Elish. Oh, trying to get through on the curb. Worked eventually. This is a trouble. They're going to go so slow through these corners. Well, there's Fabio as we just exceed track limits a little bit. Ooh! Wasn't expecting him to brake then. Oh no, not a good place to be. Really messed that up. Oh, third. We've pretty much done a leash. Oh my, stop braking so early. Well, we're in the lead now. I was not expecting to go through at turn 1 there. Caught me by surprise. So now we lead. Yeah, we kind of done a leash at the gut in the chicane. However, ours wasn't as clean as Alicia's. We did make a bit of contact with a KTM. Good thing is, with no one in front, we don't have to worry about them braking really early and us going into the back of them. That wasn't good through there, completely missed the apex, out wide again. No good. That wasn't good either. Oh. Making a lot of mistakes. I'm just trying to go, but not really working at the moment. Okay. Come on. That was better. That was better as well. Much better through the chicane. Right. Let's just keep doing this for the next few laps. Okay, come on. Oh, too hot. Oh, steady. That was too hot into there, but still stayed on track, which is the main thing. Someone's gone down. Not Banyaya. I was expecting this one to be a bit trickier than what it has been. Okay, 1.5 second lead at the moment. Seem to be pulling away by quite a margin at the moment, which I wasn't really expecting. Keep going wide at that corner though, that's losing us time. I mean, the Honda is moving around a lot, but it's not unmanageable. Not at the moment, anyway. Oh. Okay, I thought I was going in too hot then. Another fastest lap. Our livery is literally same colour scheme as the curbs around here. So this is the penultimate lap now. .2 second lead. That's the thing, I get that previous corner right, and then it just messes up that corner. So Rins is up to second now. Bit wide through that. Oh! We're down. Oh dear. Maybe still get a podium. That is not good though. A crash at the Gert Timmer chicane. Well, he was wide there, left the door open. Oh! That was a Suzuki that just crashed. So Rins has just crashed. We're back up to second place. Whoops. Oh, the front is not feeling good on the right hand side. Oh no, oh no, oh no. That wasn't a good exit. We'll still take second place despite crashing out of the lead. But that should have been a win. So Bagnaia will actually close in a little bit. Fastest lap went to Darren Binder, 22nd, 1:31.0. A whole second quicker than Bagnaia. So Rins actually had a DNF. So we go. Still a second place despite a crash. So yeah, it's down to 79 points now. So he closed in by 5. So not a disaster. Oh, we're joint on points in the team championship though. That's closed in. And so will the constructors, down to 20. Okay, so over to the podium. I can't believe I crashed. And it had to be at the Gert Timmer chicane as well, didn't it? But, even more surprising, I can't believe we still got second place despite crashing. I mean, it would have been third, but Rins crashed on the final lap. So obviously, that helped us. But yeah. It was a good race up to that point. And literally one lap to go as well. But we still salvaged second place. We had to fight with a couple of people for it. Brad Binder being one of them. And Bastianini being the other. It was a good start to the race as well, because when you're starting so far back around here, you got to go so careful about shoving up the inside, and I know some of my moves was literally on the inside curb. But yeah, the fact that they're going so slow does make it very difficult. Danmar's getting worse. 15th place. Dear oh dear. Well, we got new people. Honda headquarters are very satisfied. Got new staff. Nice. I don't know what to say about... Oh, bugger. It didn't save. So we've lost a week there. Team management. Oh dear. That should have been going as well. Because it never saves when you do it. And then back out. So advance to the next week. KymiRing. This one is going to be very, very tricky, I think. Very tricky. Still only gives it to 2 weeks. Okay. Alright, KymiRing. Wrong button. 7 laps. Please be dry. It is dry, okay. Right, let's go. Okay, so let's do this. I think have we started at the back here before? Or we've certainly started way back before. And if I remember, we made up loads of places, especially on the back straight, because they break way too early on the first lap. But I think we couldn't. I think it might have been Mir who won the race, but I couldn't quite catch him. So we'll see how we go. I was quickest in morning warm-up, again using power mapping 2. Just to kind of get used to it. We will go for power mapping 3 for the start of the race. Okay, we're off. Oh, Rin's right in the way there. We are in a very good position. No, we're not. Hate it when they do that. Look how early they're on the brakes there. Whoa. Okay, well, we do lead. We have hit a couple of people. I don't think we're going to stay in the lead though. I think Fabio's going to have something to say. And I did crash quite a lot in the warm-up as well. I crashed quite a lot, especially on the front. Oh! Nearly went. Nearly went. Okay, we're coming to the end of lap 1. Not feeling that comfortable, although we are in the lead. Pulled away a little bit there. Oh, a little bit too sideways then. I think doing the warm-up with power mapping 2 is actually a really good idea, because it kind of gets you used to the bike with power mapping 2. And then you kind of know, you know, if you need to, fall back on power mapping 3, and you know that you're going to be able to go even quicker again. Like with power mapping 2 in the warm-up, I've not struggled to put in a decent lap time. Although I have struggled with just not crashing at this track. And considering we crashed on the front at Assen, I definitely don't want to lose the front here again. Oh, nearly on the grass. Again, just a little bit too much movement on the brakes. Maybe braked a little bit too late as well. Come on. Too wide. A little bit quicker again. Two and a half second lead at the moment on lap 4. Okay, we got it stopped that time. Bring it back. Nope. Gap's come down a little bit. Okay, lap 5. My concern about going into turn 1, because I've crashed there before, is when the rear comes up in the air. That's way too hot into there. Quartararo is on the hunt. Gap has come down to 1.7. That's my issue around this track and Assen as well. I'm not consistent enough. Make too many mistakes around these tracks. Oh. Oh. Now the tyres are going off as well. Oh, nearly. I think I've lost so much pace on this one. 3/4 of a second slower. Two laps to go. I think we're going to end up being caught, you know. Just don't have that much faith in my pace anymore. Still got the fastest lap of the race, and people are crashing again. But 1.4, 1.3. It's not looking good really, is it? That was alright. Come on. We might be able to hold this off for one more lap, which is all we need to do. One more lap to go. Right, we survived turn 1. That's the main thing, survive this corner as well. And we have. Survive the next corner. Oh. Well, we did survive it. A little bit too hot in, but not too bad. .2, it's coming down. Fabio's going to set the fastest lap on the final lap, isn't he? I can see it. We are going to win. Fabio was being caught as well, I think, by Bastianini. But we won. From the back, I wasn't expecting to do it there, to be fair. 43.0 for me. 42.8 for Paul Espargaro. That's the fastest lap of the race. Not a good race for both Aprilia, 17th and 18th. Okay. So we now got a 99-point lead over Bagnaia. We're back in front in the team championship by 9 points. And we re-extend our lead in the Constructors to 29 points. I think we should have a look at my moment where I go on the grass again. Right, here we go. Too fast through that corner. Wide. Spun up the rear. But yeah, we just about held on there. That is very, very sideways we got. Yeah, very sideways. It wasn't too bad going the other way. Right. Podium. Top step. Another win. I am enjoying using the Honda. I do actually prefer it to the Aprilia. We just got to go careful with the front end at certain tracks. Well, the front end never really felt that good around here. But we still managed to take a win. We lost the front at Assen, but still managed to second position. All good. Cool. I mean, considering I wasn't looking forward to Assen and KymiRing, we've done a good job. Very good job. Should have been 2 wins. But obviously that mistake at the Gert Timmer chicane at Assen, where we lost the front. There we go. How did Danmer get on if he's done worse again? Then that is not going to be good news. 8th place. He's still not inside the top 5. He's going to be losing more positions in the championship. Proposals received. Ducati. I'll tell you what, I will put up a poll on the channel. Whether you guys want me to go for a proper official team for next season or continue with the custom teams. So I'll put a poll out. In fact, by the time this video goes out, the poll would have already been up on the channel. But have a look at that. Advance to the next week, we'll have our new engine upgrade ready for the next round. So yeah, that's been done. Should put them onto research ready, shouldn't we? Let's go back to doing frame. Nice. Advance the week. Yeah. Let's sign him on. Okay. Advance the week. So home race will be next time. We can do the frame upgrade as well. Nice. 1 week until he has his new engine upgrade. Alright, standings for all 3 categories. Starting with Moto 3. Yeah, Danmer has already lost 1 position. So, Dennis Foggia leads away from Guevara in 2nd position. Mazzia in 3rd. Garcia 4th. Danmer down to 5th, but he's now 49 points behind. And I think it's going to get worse for him. So he started off really well this season, but now it's all gone downhill. And he's dropped to 5th, 49 points behind. Moto 2. Sam Lowe still leads the way. He's got a 45-point lead over Canet in 2nd. Augusto Fernandez is 3rd. Vietti 4th and Chantra in 5th. At MotoGP, we got a big old lead over Bagnaia in 2nd. Quattararo 3rd. Jorge Martin 4th. And Bastianini has now moved up 2 places to 5th. Anyway, guys, that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Shall see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to stay safe, watch and look after yourselves. See you guys next time. See you!